cigar mateys. Hey.
Ahoy!
There you go. I'm here with Austin. Met him the other day. Unfortunately, he got towed in. He's a young guy, just getting into sailing, but I want to tell you right now, he's already got the basics down. I mean, we got Ron Rico rum.
Captain Ron.
And cigars. Now, if you got those two things, you're on your way to being a sailor. Right?
Amen to that.
Yeah. All right, so Austin.
Yes.
How did you decide to do, first of all, how long have you been doing this?
Sailing?
Yeah.
I've owned this boat for about a month now. This is my first boat. I have never actually been sailing until I bought this boat. The gentleman who sold it to me took me out for a sail the day I bought it. And we attempted to make a journey and our engine died. We got grounded and came back and everything was fine because it's a 68 and they're built like tanks. And here I am, the engine failed again, but the second engine failure was much more enjoyable and I was solo. And everything was fine and it still is and everything happens for a reason. I met Dom here.
There we go.
And we're having cigars and having Captain
Ron. All right, now tell us a little bit about the boat. I mean, really, you know, you got the Simrad autopilot with the remote control.
Yep, that's the old school one.
Okay.
They don't make that anymore, unfortunately. Very handy to have, but it's very convenient. I could even bring that up into my hatch, pop my head open, and just steer the boat from there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, now what else do you have? Now you got a...
I have a Garmin fish finder, depth finder, GPS, chart plotter.
Okay.
So it has a little bit of everything on that.
All right. And then your engine. What?
My engine is an Atomic 4 gas. It's supposedly a really reliable engine, supposedly.
Well, it looked like it was an easy fix today.
It was. It's a 68, and the previous owner really did a lot of updates to it, so it's not so far out of date, and it is relatively easy to fix. I fixed it the first time myself. Just real simple. It was a $20 part, and that's all it was.
Now, where'd you come from? Where are you headed?
I started my journey in Chesapeake City, Maryland, and I'm headed down the ICW. Ultimately, I want to get to Marathon, Florida, or when I get down there, I will even consider maybe going to the Bahamas.
There you go.
So, yeah, why not? I got my passport.
Yeah. I
can do that.
What are some of the things that, I know you've only been doing this a month, and, you know, it's pretty remarkable, guys. Think about this. Never sailed. Never owned a boat, single-handing, and has already made it from Chesapeake City to Rock Hall, a minor incident in between, and handling this. So, you know, guys, don't be afraid to try this.
Exactly. I'm so glad that I did, and, you know, I had a lot of fear at first. And
don't we all?
I remember my last couple of days at work and I was thinking, wow, what am I doing? I'm quitting my job. I'm going to live on my boat. I'm going all the way down to Florida. You know, I said, everybody looked at me like I was crazy, but it's not that crazy. It's remarkable. It's tremendous.
Yeah.
It's a great journey and I would highly recommend it to anybody. If I can do it, so can you.
Now, besides the engine breakdown, what have you found so far that you don't like?
That I don't like? My biggest thing is days where I'm stuck somewhere. I don't like that feeling. Like we haven't had very good weather here the past couple of days, so even if my engine was running, I'd probably want to be holed up somewhere anyway.
Oh yeah, we had gale force winds earlier today, guys.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
It was pretty brutal there for a couple hours, and fortunately we got a little break in the rain right now. It's not too windy, it's pretty calm for the most part.
Yeah, we've been trying to get this interview in for the last day and a half here. And the weather's just been relentless with us. We've got other boaters here that are waiting for the weather to break to do what you're doing. Head south.
Yeah. They're going to Deltaville, aren't they?
Some of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, and then down to Florida.
Oh, so there other people in here are going to Florida too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I should have met some of those people.
Yeah. Well, some of them aren't here yet. There's another couple over here. They're headed to the Bahamas on Saturday.
Wow.
They do that every year.
Wow.
And so that's part of this whole adventure thing. What advice do you have for people that are thinking of doing this?
Don't hesitate. It's absolutely worth doing, 100%. I will actually go ahead and tell you that I bought this boat for $500 on eBay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that's all it took. And then I spent $100 on this. There was a lot of extras that came with the boat. So I didn't really put too much into it. And you don't really need to put a lot into it. Sometimes it can get pricey, and I've looked at things that I want to do to the boat maybe in the future, like especially if I'm going to hang out up here in the colder months, I might want to put like a propane bulkhead heater, maybe a diesel one. I've researched those too. So something like that might be in the near future. But I'm headed south, so I'll probably worry about it another time. I got a little Mr. Heater propane, and that works fine for the time being. And I don't even use it because I wear smart wools and I sweat to death.
Yeah. Now, everybody always wants to ask, how do you afford to do this?
Well, I actually picked and dropped everything. I sold both of my cars. I sold most of my firearm collection. And that's how I'm affording to do this right now. And the plan is get down there, get a job. I love working. I love to have a job, but I've always been interested in how I got turned on to the boat thing was I was real big into building houses, and I have a construction background, and I thought about a tiny house and having like a self-sufficient tiny house to where rainwater collection powered off of solar, wind, just being self-sufficient, and that's what really attracted me to it. And then I started looking at boats, and I said, that's the exact same thing as a tiny house. Only it's got more appeal. It's more romantic.
You got a water view.
You got a water view every day. Every day you're along the water, and you can't beat that. I mean,
as you mentioned, the popper, Austin's not plugged in here at all. He's not using any electricity. You've got a folding solar panel?
Yes, actually, that's another investment that was worth it. I spent $300 on that on eBay. It's a briefcase, unfold one, and you just plug it onto your batteries just like a jumper cable, and it charges it that way. And it comes with a charge controller already installed, so you don't have to do any wiring. It was real simple, so it was a no-brainer for me to get that system. I'm trying to think, what else do I have here that's...
Well, you're not living off the grid. I mean, you post on Facebook?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I post on Facebook regularly, just so my family and everybody can keep up with me.
Can these guys follow you?
Absolutely.
Okay,
you can add,
so
you can add me.
Give them your full name so they can find you. This is not like the Protection Witness Agency. We want people to find you.
So my Facebook page is Austin Hutchinson, and I am dressed as a leprechaun drinking a Guinness. And I'll go ahead. You guys can go ahead and add me.
Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was several years ago. But I always like the because I'm Irish, and I always like the. To celebrate St. Patty's Day, and I like that picture.
And you're a bartender too.
I have bartending experience, absolutely. I used to work at the Farnsworth House in Gettysburg, PA. I used to bartend there, and that was a good experience. And I kind of miss it there a little bit, not so much.
Well, now that you're on the boat.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to miss.
Yeah. All right, well, Austin, thanks very much.
Cheers.
Guys, he's got the right attitude. Rum, cigars, do it, get out there, and have some fun.
That's right.
Until next time, happy and safe boating to you, your family, and friends.
Absolutely. Cheers, folks.